Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Draw With Me, where we put 10 minutes on the clock and try and draw as much as we possibly can within that 10-minute time limit. Now, this is a personal challenge, so whether you are drawing heads, faces, torsos, full body, action shots, drawing with crayons, pencils, markers, pastels, airbrush, whatever the case may be, it is completely up to you as long as you are challenging yourself to be even better, even faster. The whole idea is that we're trying to get you to level up in your artistic journey. Now, we are going to continue with the women of Xmen this month, and today's character is none other than Rogue. Now, if you do not know how to draw a rogue, that is completely fine. There are plenty of references and iterations, and you get to choose whichever one you want to draw. But go ahead and hit the pause button, get your reference, grab your materials, and when you are ready, come on back and we will get started. All right, well, welcome back. So we're going to go ahead and put 10 minutes on the clock. And we're going to get started in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so Rogue. Now, I was like, oh, I should draw some iteration of Rogue and just be happy with it, you know, and it's like, oh, I drew Rogue. But, you know, like I was looking at Messiah. I was like, oh, because I like hoods. Don't know why, I just do, right? And so I was like, oh, I'll draw Messiah. That'll be cool. And then I was like, well, I should probably draw Rogue at least for the first time. You know, like classic Rogue. And I thought that was fair. So that's what we're doing. We're going to draw classic Rogue today. And we're gonna, we're just gonna go from there. Draw classic Rogue. So I like Rogue, the character, a lot. I think that she is really cool and possibly could be one of the best villains that could ever be if they ever chose to make her like a villain. Because, she's absorbed so many people. And I think that, for me, I'm like, oh, that'd be really cool if we were able to see her that transition. But I like Rogue for who she really is. She seems pretty cool. It's kind of out there as a loner type of deal. Like, oh, I'm just, she's just hurt. And it's like, it just seems like that's all there is to that. It's like, she's just hurt. And I feel bad for her sometimes, but I think that she would make an awesome villain. And she's been so many characters in the Marvel universe, which I think is also cool. Like, so many different versions of her. I don't know. She just seems like a really cool character, and I like that she's there. And then her relationship with like Gambit, but can't really have a relationship with Gambit because the whole powers thing, and it's just, there's so much to her, and I'm like, oh, she's just cool. I like her character. And so, there's a lot about, I guess, her that I just don't, I don't know a lot about a lot. I was like, I don't know a lot about a lot of the characters, apparently. But it's just, I don't know. I like the idea of the X-Men. I like the idea of, what it's supposed to represent and who it's supposed to represent and that kind of stuff. So just really do enjoy the X-Men. And I thought that Rogue was probably one of the bigger pieces of X-Men that were important, right? That really pushed the whole you don't really understand kind of thing, because she was like, I'm super alone and I can't do these things because I can't ever touch anybody, and when I do, bad things happen. And I was like, dude, that's pretty cool. And I can understand, especially since it was all like supposed to be like kids, it's like, oh, these are all kids, and you have to kind of understand that they're all children. And I thought that was also something that was kind of cool, in the sense that it's like everyone's trying to figure something out. And I think that's what appealed to me the most, was that it was just like, oh, everyone is a child. And I was a child when I first got introduced to X-Men and stuff like that. So I think that had a lot to do for me. And like I said, I think that Rogue, she was that character who was just like, she was just looking for someone to seemingly be there for her, and I thought that was always something interesting to me, that there were still characters that were out there that just needed some love, and like that was their thing. They're just like, you don't understand, because this kind of thing doesn't happen to you, so how could you understand? But it I don't know. It's like, I don't know. Someone else feel that way? Where you're just like, there's something about it that was just so awesome. And as a child, I can tell you that I had no clue about what it was that made like the X-Men so amazing to me. But as I got older, you're like, oh, okay, I can see how that is important, and it's like, that's gonna be important, and this is important, stuff like that. And as you can see right at this very moment, I am very far behind. But we're gonna keep at it, though. I think we can get somewhere. 3. Best part about it is trying to make up for lost time. You're just like, oh, because one of the main things right now, right, is the hard part is I gotta try and do her face. And we've definitely had our issues with faces, right? And so just trying to make sure that it don't make her face too thick. And that was one of the things with the thick marker. While I'll come in and make a bunch of lines to resemble the thickness of the other marker, it's just one of those ones where it's like, if you come in with such a thick marker for something as delicate as a face, you start realizing, oh, that line is just too thick. It's just too thick, and we shouldn't do that. So that's why we're coming in now, doing it afterwards. At least that's the main reason. Okay, 2 minutes. Okay, yellow. Coming in. Alright, just gonna try and come in and do as much as possible here. This can come down like so. Okay. Green. Might be the wrong green. It's kind of light. If you look at it, that's okay. Ooh. Face here. Lips. Here we go. Oh man, I got rid of her entire ear. Oh no. That comes up so. It's like, that was bad. It's like, oh, you don't need this, do you? Okay. I was gonna do this. How much time? 40 minutes? 40 minutes. Ha! Wish. Alright, sorry. Getting silent, with those elusive thoughts of actually finishing. Because I know, I'm like, I don't foresee that happening. Right, so, but still, like I said, it's like those fleeting thoughts where you're like, oh, I can still make it. I can make it. Yeah, see? Alright, well, we were getting close. We were getting close to make it happen. I think having to draw in the ear again and stuff like that, it happens. It's okay. It is all right. Like, if you didn't finish, look, see, I didn't finish either. But it's not that far, right? And I'm going, 10 minutes, got this far. I know that there are some people who can get way further, and there are some people who can't. But I'm actually happy with the progress that I keep making, especially with characters that I haven't drawn in a while. So I'm happy with it. I hope you're happy with the progress that you're making, and if you made it, congratulations. If you didn't, don't worry about it. We'll tackle another one, and we'll try and finish that one. But no matter what, if you are participating in these challenges, please head on over to my Discord channel, join the community, and let us see what you're doing. Would love to have you with our community. But if you'd rather stay at YouTube, I can completely understand that as well. But go ahead and hit that subscription button and the bell so that you get notified every single time that I drop new content. Thank you all so very much, and I will see you at the next episode.